my relationship with my dad was almost like a love-hate relationship, because we forget that they also are going through things too, you know. So there was times where he would say he was going to come pick me up, and he wouldn't come. Truly amazing. I did some solar plex work this morning, and it felt just, I mean, woo! I mean, it was so fire that towards the end of it, my guides were there and they were bowing to me.
Oh my goodness.
It was so amazing. And I was, you know, actually the first day I did that when I was crying, because I'm like, no, why are you guys bowing? I felt like I wanted to go walk up to each one of them and say, stand up. But today I was like, it switched. It felt like that I truly felt like a queen and a goddess. And I received their bow. It didn't feel like that I was less, or that I wasn't worthy of their bow, or that, you know, they were going out of their way. It was straight. I was receiving their love. I was receiving their respect. I was receiving them saying that you are courageous, you are a goddess. And I was just like, just sucking it up like a sponge, you know. So that's what I'm doing.
Yes. Hey, Jessie. Jessie has joined us. I know what she just said. I know, right?
Oh, already? Like you're gonna, like, I have my tissues ready, because
I know, right?
I was waking up at 4 o'clock in the morning today to do prayers and to really get into the mood of today. And I was like, oh, okay.
Oh my God.
I see you and feel you. I'm excited. And you know, there's nothing like doing the work for yourself and actually showing up for you. And when you go, so showing up is one thing. And then when you start going real deep, that's when the magic starts to happen for us, because that's where the magic is, right? Because it's been put away for so long that now we have to really like do the work and cry and all this stuff. But it feels amazing.
I love how you said that. Yes. It's been for so long. And that's what everyone needs to recognize. It's there already. It's not something that you're creating. It's something that's already there. You just are unable to see with the eyes that you possess today.
Yeah.
Correct.
The word is coming forth. Oh my goodness. All right. I know everybody's ready. I made the big promise. My dear sister.
I'm ready.
Wait. Before we go on, I want to acknowledge my girl Tiffany and Nicole are watching us live right now. Hey, Queen.
Hello. Hey, Queen. Thank you for being here. All right. Enlighten us, my dear sister, about yourself. Tell us, who is Dee? How did she operate? What's going on behind that beautiful, beautiful smile? Oh my goodness, I'm gonna cry.
Oh my gosh, wait. First, I don't think, look, I'm acting shy. I'm shy.
So much. I'm so proud of you. Have I told you that? I am. I'm proud of your strength. I'm proud of you standing every day. I'm proud of you putting on that beautiful smile of yours for yourself and for other people.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness.
Okay. So, as far as who's Dee? Dee is, gosh, I mean, oh my gosh, been through so much amazing events that threw me down on the floor, you know? And wow, where to start? Oh my gosh. So I remember being really, really young, you know, and playing outside. You know how when you're little and you don't have any type of care of the world, And you literally feel, you truly, I feel that that's the closest that we are to what we truly are, is when we're little. Because you have you're honest, you're straight, you're telling your truth, okay? And then you will tell people about themselves, not because you're being mean, but because you want to share, you're loving them, and you're curious, you're inquisitive, right? So I remember being so little and being outside playing on the side of the house, playing with the grasshoppers, spitting back at them, messing with, trying to touch bees and stuff, and playing with snakes and bringing them to my mom. My mom would freak out. Oh my gosh, D, why? Oh, I thought it was outside and it was alone, mama. You know, take it back outside. Oh, you know, so I brought my mom all kind of stuff, slugs, snakes. I played with crawdads. I kicked it, you know. And I remember when I was little, I told my mom, I said, I either want to be a professional singer, mama, or I want to be a veterinarian. Couldn't even say the word, but a veterinarian. You know, when they're little, they don't know how to, but you know what they're talking about, though. You know what they're saying. So that was my desire when I was really little, you know. And I also remember, of course, things that weren't so happy, you know. And this is where I want to share with the other queens, you know, empresses, that the events in your life do not define who you are. They're not your identity. And I'm sharing this with you because it was mine for so long, to where, I mean, my parents got divorced when I was little, like 2 or 3. I was sharing with Angela the other day, as far as my relationship with my dad was almost like a love-hate relationship, because we forget that they also are going through things too, you know. So there was times where he would say he was going to come pick me up, and he wouldn't come, and he didn't call. So as I was on the steps waiting for hours for my daddy, I was a daddy's girl. I was waiting for my daddy, you know, and just that trauma, or I won't say trauma, event, you know, was so shaping of me living a life from that point. Well, I won't even say that point, but I was searching for that masculine energy outside of me through anybody. And it got to be where it was really bad. And I say bad because I don't usually like to say bad, because there's no good and bad. But I would say that I was exhibiting no boundaries or self-love at all, because I would allow things from others, males, boys, you know, because I had that void in my heart for my father, you know. And I would love that everyone that's watching that has experienced those things to know that it wasn't just you, boo. You're not alone. So don't think that you're alone in that. I'm pretty sure there's a lot of queens that are watching today that have experienced the exact same thing. So don't think that you're alone, and don't think that that's bad or odd or that defined you, you know, because I remember having sex with so many boys, and just allowing, if in anyone that had literally a small inkling of attention they gave me, I would let them in. I would open wide, not only my body, but my spirit, to let them in, you know. So experiencing that, and just and within that, my self-worth was beginning to just go lower and lower and lower, you know, to where I would still smile, but it'd be fake. Or inside I'd be crying, I'd have tears, or I would be searching outside of me, you know, for worth, for love, for joy, for validation, you know, for worthiness. All of that was outside of me, you know, and however, as I smile, however, now I accept that self of me. You know, I accept that side of me. I love that side of me. I forgive that side of me. I hold that side of me. I spend time with that side of me. And I'm learning how to be all things that I didn't have when I was little. I'm learning to be that mother. I mother myself. I'm a sister to myself. I'm an aunt. I'm a dad. I'm a brother. Because girl, oh my gosh, I was the only child, and I literally felt punished for being an only child. I mean, I was bullied like crazy in high school. And you would think, did you was bullied? Yes, bullied. And I know that I was being bullied by other people that were hurt. I can say that now. But you know, when you're knee deep in it, you don't see why someone else is exhibiting, you know, things or putting on you things. You don't see that. You just feel the hurt. You just feel the pain. You just feel the damage. You just feel threatened, you know? So, oh my gosh, so much. I was, well, let me stop. So do you, either of you have any questions or anything? Because I think there's so much.
We wanted you to go with the flow and share whatever's on your mind and whatever you want to share today, because that's what we did, right? But I do have a question now that you ask.
Yes.
After finding out that there's way more to the pain, and the and everything that you went through, and finding out that your parents, and you know, they did the best they could with what they had, because they were also was brought up with unbroken parents and unbroken, you know, blah 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 that happened. And you know, because we become our parents, right? And some of us change it because we don't like it, or some of us see the in-between and we want to do the in-between stuff. Do you appreciate all of that you went through now and say, wow, I had to go through that to get to this?
Wow, great question. It depends on the day.
Got it. Okay.
Real.
It depends on the healing day. Same.
It depends. And because I mean, I literally was at one point. It was straight no. It wasn't a day or anything. No, I played the victim. I was like, I am who I am today because of my mother and my father, and I was naming all type of people, my cousins, people in high school, that boyfriend. I was doing that, you know. But now it depends on the day. So some days I'm like, and I would say majority of the days now, I am very thankful and grateful for it. Because now I realize when I say that I'm not, that I'm saying that I don't love me. Because I did the best that I could at that point with the knowledge that I had. Even if the knowledge was lack of self-worth, that was still the knowledge that I had. So I made the decisions that I could at that time. And that, I mean, literally from today back, not even when I was little, not when I was in my 20s or 30s. I'm in my 40s now. I mean, all of this time, I've made all the decisions through the wisdom and the knowledge that I had at that present moment. And I love myself for that. And this is big for me because, I mean, my recent events that's happened in my life, because I think I have shared with our audience before that last year, I was going to commit suicide. I had everything planned out. I had, And I live alone. So I was like, okay, so I want to be found. For real, guys, I was like, okay, I'm gonna have my license on me because I want them to know who I am. I was gonna write down who to call, but I wanted to be found because I didn't want to just be in the house dead, you know. So I had it planned out. I was gonna go to this hotel right down the street and, you know, all that. And I'm definitely glad I didn't do that. I'm glad that I'm here now. But I'm sharing that too with all of you as well, is because I want you to know that you're not alone when you think like that. And although you might see me at this moment, this second, and I'm smiling and I do have joy and peace, but I'm also here in this human body too. I'm also here. I also had parents that were loving me through their pain and their hurt, you know? And so, and then also remember, just think of this, guys, whenever you remember, the female is the gateway to our world, right? And that means when she holds you in her body and connects to you through the placenta, that you are getting all of her baggage through that placenta. You're getting the ancestral baggage or things or decisions, I'll say. I won't even say curses because it's not a curse. It's decisions, it's habits. You're getting those habits through the placenta. So although I got all of that stuff and it's rowdy, I still love my mother. I still love my grandmother, the one that sexually molested me when I was 6. When I went through the shadow work with Shika, and she was like, talk to her, say all the things that you want to say to your grandmother. I couldn't say anything at first. And of course I was angry. So I did say the angry stuff. But the ultimate thing that I said was, all I wanted from you, grandmother, is love. I'm about to cry now. All I wanted from her was love, guys. But during that session, it was also healing because I found out that that's all she wanted too. And she came to the session because she wanted healing. She wanted to be released of the choices that she made when she was alive. And I was able to forgive her. And that was honestly the first time that I was able to forgive her. First time I called her grandmother in a very long time. I used to say my father's mother. So I'm sharing all of these beautiful events in my life because I want all of you to know that you are not alone. You're not alone. We all go through these things. And the one thing that has helped me get through those things is community, you know. And ultimately right now, tapping into myself, knowing my sovereignty, knowing that I am pure love. Not even that I'm loved, but that I am love. Wherever I walk in the house, you know how when you watch different shows and stuff, mystical shows or cartoons, and you see someone walking and then it's like that place where they're walking begins to either light up or they have special effects where it's like dust. So each place I walk, that's what's happening, love. I'm just stepping it, love. Walking in the kitchen, love. I'm outside, love. And I've gotten to the point in my life to where I am not going to put any more limits on anything concerning me. I'm going to smile. I'm going to turn a cartwheel if I want to. I'm going to wear this if I want to. I'm going to dye my hair blue if I want to. because I'm thinking about it. Watch out, because I like red, but I might
do. What? Hold on, because I know that Angie wants to let you go, but continue. Yes, I want to do the same, but we want to hold you now, and acknowledge and thank you, Nicole, for this. Holding you, Nicole is saying, holding you in so much love, sweet queen. So glad you were able to experience that release and forgiveness. Because without those two things, it's very hard to keep walking.
Yes.
It's doable, but it's a lot of resistance. And I'm glad that you're able to come and just share light for you first, and then for the world, and then the love. You for a long time, I know you were faking it until you make it, because we all do that. We all have to do that because so we're human, right? So I'm so happy that you went through the release process of the journey, and that's why we need a coach, and that's why we need somebody to go to, and that's why we need a healer, a spiritual goddess, or a queen that already went through that, so that can hold space for us and allow us to just heal, have conversations like this, so that you can release all of it. Because the space, if you don't hold space for things like this, we will always hold it. And we will always hold the ancestral baggages.
It's funny that you say that, Jessie, or I will say it like this. I want to share this with the audience as far as holding things within. Because one thing that I didn't really understand was when you don't deal with things in the invisible world, it transmutes into the physical. So I had, and I say I had, I'm not claiming it anymore, tennis elbow and carpal tunnel. I've worked in customer service for a very long time. I worked at Sprint. I worked at a local telephone company. I've done data entry. Oh my gosh, I used to be able to 10 keys, 1,700 strokes a minute. But just think it was repetition of this. So what it was happening, it was affecting my wrist, and I got a ganglion cyst. And what it was just the fluid within my joints gathered there because of the repetition of my tendons, going through there. So then it got to a point to where I was having a lot of nerve pain. So in the left side, and then it moved to the right side, and it got so bad, guys, that my body became so sensitive to all frequency. Literally, when I would talk, it would hurt. When people would walk through the house, so just them hitting the floor, my body would sense the vibration of the energy, and my elbow would swell.
Oh,
yeah, it was, yeah. So it was shared with me through that session with Sheikah. And actually, I think one day I messaged her and just was like, Sheikah, my tennis elbow and carpal tunnel is really hurting today. I don't even know why I told her, but I did. And she said, DeAnna, you have that because you have emotion within you that you will not deal with, that you have suppressed. So that's what happened, guys. Literally the suppression of different things that I wasn't wanting to face, that I kept pressing down and hiding from and not acknowledging, it manifested in the physical realm as nerve pain. Guys, that's all disease is a manifestation of something that you're not dealing with in the invisible realm.
Yeah, so, that's what depression is, Dee.
Yeah.
That's what depression is. So when people label it, and of course there's severe cases where, give me a second, booby. So my depression came from that. So it was in my physical, and then back pain and all that stuff. So it does, you know, your body takes a real toll when you don't want to release and you want to compress, because that's what it is. And what is compression? You're compressing on something. And then now your body is going to do that. So it's going to, you know, I hate to give you a visual, but that's what happens, you know, like something pops in your body. It fit like that you can see, but the things that we can see, the guts and all of our insides, that is happening as well. Our heart, our brain,
yes.
which is something vital that we can see. So Queen, I'm so glad that you shared that with us. So happy, because that the physical stuff that we can see, that's okay, you know, we go and we take care of it. But how about the stuff that we cannot see, the invisible realm?
Yes. And someone, I don't remember who said this. I don't remember if it was Master Shri Akashna or it was someone else. But you know, earlier when I said that I was going to commit suicide, right? And you know, sometimes when you hear someone say that, you're like, oh my gosh, why didn't you call somebody? But let me break it down to you. Let me share something with you guys. When you did not take, the fact that I did not acknowledge the pain, I was committing suicide. Let's say it this way. Our body does create itself. You have a new body in 1 year because our cells constantly, rapidly, right? So that means the food that you eat that's damaging your body, when you decrease your lifespan, that's committing suicide. So anytime that you do not take care of your stress, you do not put up boundaries, you're committing suicide. When you eat the wrong things, you're committing suicide.
Girl.
When you have that doubt of talking, you're committing suicide, because it does affect the physical. You're affecting your physical body. You are committing suicide. So don't just think that if someone shoots their head or slits their wrist is committing suicide, because you're doing the same thing, honestly. So think of it like that. When you don't have self-love, you're committing suicide. When you gossip, you're committing suicide, because that's frequency, that's vibration, that's low vibrational energy that you're putting on you. So that means that causes them stress. And then you are attracting that same vibration. So you're in that whirlpool of negativity. Then it transmutes and changes and affects, who knows, your kidneys, your liver, your heart. That's why you can see someone that's fit and they have a heart attack. It doesn't have anything to do just with food. It's also frequency. It's frequency. Everything on our planet holds frequency. Not only just our words, everything. So I wanted to say that thanks, you brought that out, Jessie. That was a download.
You know, I'm just here to listen.
Yes.
I wanted to bring Mulan today. Mulan wanted to be part of the Queen vibe, because she's like, you're not bringing Titan to the party today. So come on now, recognize. So Mulan is like, if we're digging into the underworld, I will be first and you guys can come.
Right.
Because you know that's what we do every time we speak about the past. We go into another world. So, you know, Mulan wanted to make sure that we were protected, guided, and going through the right tunnels, as she already have risen before for her family. So, you know.
Hey, Mulan.
Oh my goodness, my sister Queen. Whew. First of all, let me close off. Hi, oh my goodness. So the Spirit told me to have space for you today. The Spirit told me to like Jessie said, let it flow. Whew. So I asked to be extra strength to take in for you what you couldn't hold in this space so you could speak? Girl, fire. Wow, praise Allah. So I close it off. Now I can speak. Woo, fire. And it also told me to allow Jesse to speak. Do all the talking and just pray and be a space. Fire. Thank you. Thank you to the divine. Thank you for allowing us to be a vessel. Thank you for giving us the sense that we have, connecting us to ourselves once again. Thank you for allowing us to know, become aware, and continue our journey. Oh my goodness.
Yes.
We are so blessed. We are so blessed. What you just shared, especially when you said about the suicide, that opened up 10,000 hearts. Wow. You had, praise Allah, that changed lives. That just changed. You sent a wave, not just a ripple. That was a wave in the ocean. Yeah. There's so many people that needed to hear that. It just came and hit me like, bam. That's why I went, woo.
Yes. Yeah.
We don't think about that.
No, don't.
We disrespect life in so many ways because we don't know through our ignorance. But it's why we have the mercy of the divine, because he knows we're not doing it maliciously or with intent.
Right.
But wow, that's what those actions are doing. And you have set fire to the consciousness of thousands and thousands of people that they're going to watch what they eat today. Yeah. They're going to watch what they say to themselves and others today. Yeah. They're going to watch how they feel about themselves today. Yeah. They're going to take care of their hair, nails, toes, skin. They're thinking all this stuff today. They're going to watch where they walk today. They're going to watch what they say yes to today. And they're going to be mindful and say no to the things they should, that they always said no to. Yes. Girl. Yes. Woo! I'm so happy for everyone. I'm so happy for you all.
Right? Willow, it's been amazing. Thank you. We're here only to do the service, and the healing definitely happens. I am excited to be the Phoenix, and I'm excited to burn all of it. So I get very excited when I gotta burn stuff. You know me.
Girl, burn it.
So I'm excited I'm excited to do work. I'm excited to pull and turn and twist and burn and walk through it and help you, allow you to do your thing, because you are meant to be that beautiful.
Yes. And I want to tell you all, these nickname is Sunshine.
Oh, yeah.
Why?
Yeah, my choir teacher named me that.
She bequeathed that to you because that's who you are. Look at her. Feel her.
I know. Well, and it's so crazy too because
wow.
Oh my gosh, I don't even know what to say. It's so crazy. I mean, and you know what? There's so much more, and
do I have to go back in for you to talk to?
No, you might. Go ahead. I saged my room before we started.
Here I go.
I mean, oh my gosh. I mean,
have fun, Willow.
There's so much more.
Time. Right. We're gonna unpack. Willow,
I won't unpack each suitcase today, but it's I would say we should have like a part 2 for all 3 of us, because we want to be a respecter. We want to respect all of you guys' time as well too. I mean, I guess my main thing that I want to share with everyone is, you have compassion, because when you look at someone else, you don't know who or what they've gone through. So if they do lash out at you, it's not you. It's something that they're going through, and have compassion and grace, first for yourself and then for others. because they are you and you're them, you know, because there's so many people who see me and then I share things and they don't believe it, or they stereotype me, or, you know, they do all types of things. I've had it so much. Some people can't even handle me crying because I'm happy all the time. So when I cry, they're like, oh my gosh, they want to almost fix me. I'm like, no, I need you to sit with me. Hold my hand. Quit trying to, quit trying. And then there's some people that even rely on my happiness.
Oh, that's the spirit.
And that's kind of why they freak out, because they're like, no, if you're going to cry, the world is doomed. I'm like, boo, I'm human like you, okay? I know I sing and I dance and stuff. You know, girl, watch out. And I smile, yes, but I still have days to where I need to release that energy. I need to cry, you know? I still have those days, you know? I still... Yeah, so it's okay. It's okay. But I'm learning, ultimately, I'm learning to accept myself and love myself, and also find out who I am. I'm learning myself, and because I know a lot of the decisions that I did make them through my trauma, you know, part of the events, because I don't want to label it trauma. So the events, you know, because even like what I was saying with my grandmother, the spirit that was put on me when it happened that was my definition of love, what she did to me. In addition to that was my definition of that you don't have any power. So that dominoed in all the decisions that I made from that point on, you know, and that's one of the reasons as to why I did allow things to happen to me, is because I didn't think that I could stop them. I didn't think I had the power, you know. So I'm saying that to say now I'm going forward in sitting down and being aware, okay, so do you like green because someone else said they like green, or because you truly like green? So I'm getting this detail. Do you like, because I even thought about me being, and I'll say vegan, but I'm not a vegan. That's just the way that I choose to eat, is that type of way, but I don't want to label it either. But I had to even think of that. And okay, do I want to not eat flesh or eggs or dairy and stuff because it was someone else that said it, or because I truly don't want to do that? So I've questioned that. I've questioned the way that I dress, because if you haven't noticed, guys, I wasn't really sharing my skin. I would my arms, but not my chest at all. And I haven't showed anybody my hair other than my two girls here. One day I'm like, you know what? I'm about to twist out. So I twisted it and I was all cute. I had little sparkles in it and stuff. You know, I was doing it. And they came on there, was like, oh my gosh, I see your hair. And I was like, I know, beautiful, you know. So I am in the process of determining if that's something that the decision I made, was it truly mine, or if I was like people pleasing. I didn't want to people pleasing. That covered everything what I was about to say, you know. And I'm also sharing this with you too, because ultimately us here at Feminine Flame, we want our events and our experiences to show all of you that first, you're not alone. Second, you can get through it. And third, we don't have everything together either, you know, and want to be vulnerable with you, to be a lighthouse for you as well too, you know. So if there are some other sisters out there that are covered and you want to stay covered, yeah, what she just said, that's amazing. Because I was telling Angela the other day, I'm like, I don't know if I want my hair out because this is cute, you know. I'm like, how can I still rock some pink up top when I have pink in my shirt? And that's when I thought about blue hair. That's when I was like, D, you could do something with your hair. I'm like, but I'm not trying to dye my hair each day. So how am I going to do this? And then what I thought about was wigs, because I used to wear wigs a lot. And I used to do braids. I've done so much stuff with my hair. Yeah. I've put different things in my hair. So I'm like, you can go back to doing that. And that's how I had to talk with myself, basically. I'm like, oh, you can put this, bam, you can put it in your hair if you want to. I'm like, oh, girl, watch out, you know? So right. So I had to talk with myself and said, that's how you'll do it, because it felt like that was almost an excuse when I said, but my scarf is pretty. But then I was like, wait, do you want to show your hair? And I was like, well, sometimes, but possibly not all the times, but ultimately I want the choice to. That was the thing. I don't want the limits of me people pleasing or, you know, trying to please someone else. And wait, and this is deep, guys, because what this ended up doing for me, it made me to stop loving my hair. I've literally had to establish a relationship with my hair again. I tell my hair, I love you, you know, I moisturize you, I love you, you know.
Dee, what do you mean? What do you mean you stop the love for your hair? Like, what do you mean? Yeah, I want to break it down a little bit, because I was like, really? Wow.
I stopped taking care of my hair. I stopped touching my hair. I started having a lot of negative emotion toward my hair. My hair was under here. It's pressed down. I mean, just think of this. It became a symbolizing. That's not the right word. It was being oppressed. Look at it. Right now, it's being smushed. It's being held in place. It was told that you had to look a certain way. You couldn't show. You couldn't be flowing and be yourself. That's how deep this is for me, guys. And that's why I'm trying to determine my decisions. Not eating flesh. Why did you do that? Is it because someone else said you should, or something else? Why did you do this? And then I had to sit and think about, in this decision that you made, how is it helping your frequency right now? Is this on your path of enlightenment? What did it do to you? And that's what it did. And it's not the only thing. It was part of it. But yeah, it was so bad at one time that I hadn't combed my hair in almost 2 months, and I had mats. It matted. And then I had to cut the mats out. And then I was ashamed. So I had shame, I had guilt, all that. So I've asked my hair for forgiveness. I talk to her. I talk to her now, and I tell her, I love you. You know, I love you, and I don't want you to be. Because remember, every ounce of us is existing. It's not just, we are energy beings, but we decided to be in this physical body, and every inch of us is alive. Although it looks like one form, it's many individual things to create the one. That also includes your teeth. I mean, I wasn't cleaning, I wasn't doing my teeth right. It was so many things that I wasn't doing because I was people pleasing, and it was no worthiness. It was lack of self-love. And then those decisions, the impact, the huge impact, was very damaging. So did that answer your question, Jessie? Okay.
First, mine, 10,000 others. Ooh. Wow.
Yeah.
We're definitely going to have a part 2, a part 3, part 4. And the reason why I say this is because growth takes time. Wisdom increases by our action over time. And you're going to see this is all the way live for us and for everyone, you know? So yeah, it's going to be a part, of course, naturally, 2, 3, 4, 5. And we show it every day. But wow, this was amazing. I thank you so much for coming into this space. I thank you so much for sharing of yourself to others and opening. And I know the task, and I know the challenge. And it's a good challenge, wasn't it? Are you happy?
It some things were yes, I had definitely had butterflies before. I'm like, oh my gosh. Well, and it wasn't just being vulnerable, it was what to share. So I had to just relax and just share. So that's why I started off when I was little. I'm like, dude, trust. I was a little girl outside, the one playing with all the cats and stuff. That was me. I was with the dogs, and and that even freaks people out. I'm like, I love snakes. And they're like, what? I love snakes. I love spiders. Girl, I would save them bad boys. Go outside to your friends, your family. My mom was like, quit bringing them in the house. That was me. And wait, that is me, not was. Because that is me, because I still love snakes and spiders. I don't like flies. I'm sorry, flies. I don't like y'all.
Either. Amazing. What amazing and beautiful shares. Oh my goodness. I cannot wait. I cannot wait for more. Jesse, before we go into, because it is 8:50, but before we go into our last shares of the day, you culminating this beautiful, awesome, auspicious day, could you pull 2 cards? And let the spirit tell you which decks?
Wait. Okay, Jesse, we couldn't read your lips, Jesse. Okay.
Oh my goodness.
While she's getting them, I want to say thank you for allowing me to be vulnerable with our audience. And thank you for us. No, I won't even say us, because right now I'm not included. Thank you, both of you beautiful, amazing queens, for having this platform to where other females, queens, empresses, goddesses, sorceresses can come and just learn and play. We're on the playground right now, guys. We're at a slumber party right now. Yes, and because I don't remember having this when I was little, but we got it now, boo. All of you have this now.
Yes.
We are family. And wait, and not even just in the same city. I'm in Kansas.
Yeah.
Angela's in Columbia. Jesse's in New Jersey. Look at us. We think COVID was all bad. Boom. Zoom is on fire. We are traveling the world right now. Watch out. Yeah. So you have no limits right now. Okay. So I wanted to say that.
Awesome. I love that. Yes. Come play with us.
Yes.
Be free to play. Remember yourself. Remember
so much, right?
Right?
So much of it. Okay. Hold on. I know you said 2, but 3 fell out. So I'm gonna give me 1 more second.
It's me. What are you 2?
That was meant.
Right. And I see all you beautiful queens watching us live. I see you, Tiffany, Misty, and Christine. Hey,
Love you guys. Do we have any more comments inside? Because I can't get it on my phone.
Let me see. I have to push mute to check because it turns it on.
All right. My phone has been acting really, really weird. But while everyone is searching and looking, everyone who is watching this later on a replay, please remember to type replay inside the comment box, and any questions or comments that you may have, because we always definitely read them, and we'll share, you know, and make it a part of another show. I want to thank you all for always showing up for yourselves. That's what I consider the space. You showing up for yourselves as we're showing up for you, right? And we're showing up for ourselves as well. Every action that we do is a show, right? It's showing up.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. My heart today is fat.
I know. So I was gonna, so it's, you know how like they say, like if a car pulls out, you better pull it out and just say it. But I was like, no. And then I remember, I was like, wait, Jesus, of course. So Jesus comes out. Master Jesus comes out screaming, girl, forgiveness, right? And
wow.
Master Jesus, forgiveness.
Wow.
So, you know, Master Jesus is also, you know, a healer and all of it. But yeah, forgiveness. You are on the path of light, love and forgiveness. Father, healing is possible at this time. Father, healing. If you haven't gotten to that healing, today is the day that we walk through those gates and find healing, forgiveness, and healing into that gate. And I want to thank Jesus for walking us through that gate, because that one was painful, but also soothing, and at the same time, very, very healing, filled with love and flame of just forgiveness, you know, forgiveness for not knowing, forgiveness from knowing and not knowing, you know. That's something that he wanted me to say, for knowing and not knowing. A man who needs no instruction, which is Jesus, right? Through both the gospel and anything, loving guide and generous soul who accepts us all. Doesn't matter who we are, what kind of being we are, he loves us through anything. He responds to anyone who reaches out to him. He helps us overcome sacrificial love. When we have to leave behind something in order to get love we want. He is also the light keeper we can call on to support with forgiveness. He reminds us that our connections to love is most important connection we will ever create. His twin flame is Mary Magdalene. Forgiveness is an act of self-love. You are being encouraged to know that whatever you have done to yourself or others, the divine is not condemning you. You don't have to forget what happened, but you no longer need to allow your whole story to define by a situation that doesn't support your happiness. Jesus is here to bring you a miraculous shift of healing to you and those around you, to release you from the burdens of self-loathing. He wants you to know that he sees the child of God within you. He also brings clarity, healing to any situation concerning your Father, either on earth or in heaven, ladies and gentlemen. Either on earth or on heaven. Father healing is coming through very, very, very strong. And the other card was Cloth of Wisdom. You already know the answer you seek. Trust what you know.
Jessie, did you show us that card yet?
Oh, yes, yes.
Oh.
The gentlemen are here to do some women healing. Because they understand how powerful the feminine is. So they are here to guide us through and to break all the boundaries and all the barriers and slapping us with some wisdom. Some good wisdom. Boom. Feel it.
Right.
Let me resuscitate you. It's like, you know, when you're in the hospital,
Yes.
that's what I see. That's what I see. The hospital, and they place you and you're like gone, flatlining. Boom.
Boom.
Yeah. Yes.
This is your wisdom, honey. Enjoy it. Many believe he was, okay, so Kumi is an ascended master who appears as well-dressed Indian man with a golden aura. Not only are we getting guidance, but we're getting the masters to guide us through. Because we are that divine. We are that, and we spoke on it before. We say we come with a message that it is not of this time. It is an ancient as time. Okay. His teachings were brought in the 19th century. There are many different theories as his true identity, but he is on the physical world with us. And he is physically coming to you right now to give you that wisdom. So some believe that he's wandering the world and material possessions. Other believes that he's being well-educated spiritual leaders who was given the protect his true identity, to protect his true identity. But he's here. Believe that he is giving you a love to all the light workers of this world, to go beyond limits and that was set by others and cultures and people. And the connection to God, to source, cannot have that. So he is here to give us that wisdom so you can step through, right? This is why Venus was burning stuff. Knowledge is learned. Wisdom is remembered. I'm going to say that again.
I was going to say that. Please say that.
Knowledge is learned. Wisdom is remembered. Is remembering who we are. You are in a real cloth of wisdom now, like you've never been before. If you've been on the wandering path, trying to find answers, hold on, it gets deeper. It's deeper.
Wait, there's more? Okay.
There's more, of course.
What?
You know our spiritual team is very strong, guys. You know this. Answers to studies and insights of others, but the answer is in you. But you know that uncovering the truth on your own soul, it is a soul connection to do this. This is why it's important. This is why it's important for us to do this kind of work. The soul is leading the way that you are being encouraged to follow. The fog is clearing. The light has become shiny to you. You are that light, that beautiful light that shines through when you light up that candle. So please enjoy it, embrace it, because it's beautiful, it's warm. It is like the flame that you were born to be. It is that fire that's going to help you fly, right? It's the cheerleader, right? The follow it, trust the endless wisdom within you. Go, 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 my dear. Go, 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 because you got this, and you're strong and powerful. And before we go, the abundance. This is the card of abundance.
Wait, over to
the other side. Here we go.
Okay, second chakra.
I'm gonna put pictures on here.
Okay.
The second chakra, the sacral chakra, abundance. I am worthy and I deserve an abundance of anything that I required. I am abundance. You hear me? We say this to ourselves every single day and we feel it. And if you don't feel it, my love, you fake it until you feel it because you put that in your heart. I watch my thoughts to ensure that I am honoring and respecting myself because I am who I say I am. I honor myself by knowing that I am worthy to receive. I am open to receive now. Now is the time. And if you're ready, put your hands out and receive, because abundance is coming. Abundance is coming, and it is here. Remind myself that it is a sign of strength to ask for help. And you are beautiful light. And don't ever, ever, ever forget that.
I'm like, ever. That was fire.
Painful. One painful. Put my hand the queen.
I love you guys. I'm gonna need a moment.
Okay.
I thought I heard Zoe say the hand of the queen. Did you hear that?
I thought, yes. It felt like a portal. I felt like we were going into a portal. It looks like both of my queens are currently in the portal. Both of you felt it at the same time.
We were in a very powerful portal. Thank you, Willow. It was so powerful. My heart is like we're landing, Eagle. We're landing. Keep going. We're landing. Like, you know, like the fire is out and we're like, that's how I felt. So I'm gonna need another moment.
Oh wow, thank you. So blessed, so blessed.
Queen, you know how much I love you. I love every single body here, and forever in time to time.
Oh my goodness.
Zoe, it's ringing the bell now because she thinks we need it more. So.
Right, yes, we do. She knows.
Oh my goodness. All right. Let me get it together.
Right.
Last words.
I think that was the last words.
That was the last words, everybody. That's the, yes. Lucy. That was the last words. Oh, wow. Such gratitude. Thank you. The sun is pouring in. Oh my goodness, everyone. Know that we love you all dearly. Know that we do this in the love of ourselves and for the love of you. Know that you are not alone. You are never alone. You were never alone. But as you wake up to yourselves and that your self-awareness of who you truly are, I know you. Come play with us. Come play with us every day. Come play with us every day. Yes. Play this game of life. Come on. That's what we're here for. And we're here to embrace it. We're here to accept it. We're here to learn from it. We're here to meet these challenges with a smile and make everyone smile on your way as well. And like Jessie said, fake it till you make it.
Until you make it.
You ain't gonna let the devil win like that, right? My grandma used to say that. You ain't gonna let the devil win. No, that's a devouring spirit. You don't want that. You're gonna smile in spite of the pain. You're gonna smile in spite of the fear. You're gonna grab hold of your sisters and come play in this playground so we can hold you. We can love you through this. Yes. What you see here, this is love in action.
In action.
All right, this is hope in action.
Yes.
All in action. This is what it looks like. And your tribe is your vibe. Come vibe with us. Come play with us.
Come vibe.
Can you feel it? It's a song. Can you feel it? Can you feel it? You know that song? Yeah, I remember that song. What's that? Can you feel it?
Yes, of course.
That was the Jackson 5 when they came back, wasn't it? Can you feel it? I think so, but wow.
I don't remember what movie, but you know.
Wow. Can you feel it? Feel yourselves every day. Continue to show up for yourselves every day. You know what? Use the blessing. Take the opportunity of the blessing that's given to you when your eyes open up in the morning, when you're able to think in your right mind, all right? And set good intentions for your day and go out and do it. I'm serious, you know? Go out. I mean, I want you to show up and show out. You know what I mean? When I'm walking in the street, I'm showing out. Yes. And showing off.
Yes.
Showing off the blessings of the Almighty.
Yes.
Showing off the blessings of ourselves. I'm strong. I'm powerful. I'm divine. Let that show.
Yes.
Let that show. Don't you let no one else tell you otherwise. Don't let no one take away your smile. Make them smile in return. Because they need to smile. They need to smile too. Remember when we were in those places where we couldn't show our love, all right? Have self-compassion, self-love, and forgiveness, and give that to other people. And watch how you soar. Watch how we all fly.
Yeah.
Love you all dearly. I love you all dearly. And everyone please have a blessed day full of love and light. And we will see you on fire tomorrow. Love you all.